stream as I've promised that I'm gonna come live every Friday night. So here I am for the second, and you guys will for the next few minutes as I'm gonna be live. By the way, I just want to assure myself about the audio. Is my voice audible? Because I've connected a wireless mic this time for the live stream to avoid the background noise, and of course to enhance my audio quality. So just give me like a little bit of confirmation about it. Yeah. By the way, let me check it myself. Okay. Yeah. So we will be talking about Duolingo English test in 2025. So we will be talking about Duolingo English test in 2025 because 2024 has been a wonderful year for Duolingo English test and for all the English test takers and those students who wanted to go abroad and study and pursue their higher education. Um, Many of you guys have DM'd me on Instagram and they have taken the Duolingo English test, gotten their desired score, and now are in studying in their dream colleges and different parts of the world. Like one student of mine, whom I helped with Duolingo English test, has obtained 125 and now is studying in the US. So all of that was because of Duolingo English test. Oh, hast du? Okay. So Taraji was Sangare. So let me see if the voice is clear. Yeah, so we were talking about this one. Uh, so 2025 is going to be even better, an even better year for Duolingo English test. So yeah. Oh, hi Ahmad Shah. How are you? How are you doing, Ahmad Shah? So yeah. So 2025 is going to be an even better year for Duolingo English test, and I hope, like, I do have this kind of hope that Duolingo will be accepted by more than 6,000 universities worldwide by the end of 2025, and like in the span of 2-3 years, Duolingo will be accepted by as many universities as IELTS and TOEFL are currently. So, like, Duolingo's level is going to match the TOEFL and IELTS level in the upcoming 2, 3, or even or all the way to 5 years. So that's why I guess if you haven't started preparing for Duolingo English test and you want to go abroad, then this is the high time to get started. And don't miss the chance. 2025 is the year that you gotta take the test and get your desired score. Because let me tell you something. If you remember, back in 2023, there were no rules regarding this secondary camera, and BT was a little bit easier. And now it has become even more harder with the new update, which was added to that. Yeah, which was the regarding the secondary camera. So this is high time. Hi Abdullah. So yeah, hi Janzib. So as we were talking about Duolingo English test, so I hope you will just give the test in 2025. So if you have any questions, uh, feel free to just ask me, and I'm going to answer your questions, of course. And by the way, I'm well prepared for today's live stream. With look at these, yeah, as it's this month is the coldest month in Afghanistan, which is called Jaddi. So I'm gonna enjoy my snacks in this live stream. Okay, okay. So When I was studying English, like in 2017 and 2016, um, and people used to talk about TOEFL and IELTS, and I was really curious about like all I used to think was about TOEFL and IELTS, but now seeing Duolingo in this stage, um, I'm really happy because, of course, Duolingo is much more affordable than TOEFL and IELTS. It's like it's not easy, I would say, but it's much more affordable, inconvenient, which means that um, yeah, so it's much more affordable. It's much more convenient, which means that in the upcoming years, people will okay, it will not be needed to go and attend your exam in an exam center. Yeah. I have created some videos regarding universities which accept Duolingo English test, and I have made about Australian universities, uh, okay, British universities, and also yeah, Irish universities. And I'm gonna just give you an update right now, is which is that I'm going to continue that series, and I'm gonna make videos about universities from across the globe, like from various countries, which accept the Duolingo English test, and it will just so yeah, so if you want to know about university which accept Duolingo English test, so of course go and watch those videos and stay tuned for more videos of the series in 2025, because I'm going to work on them, and I'm going to make videos regarding various universities across the world which accept the Duolingo English test. And now the number of universities which accept the Duolingo English test has increased all the way to 5,000, no, yeah, 5,500 universities. And by the time when I started this one, it was like around, I don't know, maybe 3,000 universities. So, but yeah, Duolingo will be like 2025 will be the year of Duolingo. And if you have studied a little bit of English, just improve your overall skills of English. And if you want to go abroad, then Duolingo is the best way for that. And yeah, I'm sorry for the inconsistency in my videos recently. So I'm just gonna make a promise right now, which is that I am going to be more. Uh, yeah, so I'm going to be more active in 2025. I'm gonna make sure that I will be making videos like 2-3 times a week for sure. And I'm back to with the 100 idioms in 100 days challenge. So of course, go and watch the those videos. I have uploaded 22 idioms, and I'm going to carry on this challenge, and will complete it in the first quarter of 2025. Yeah. A funny thing happened to me today, which when I wanted to, when I wanted to come live on YouTube, although we have Wi-Fi in our house, but that the speed of that Wi-Fi isn't that fast. So I activated a bundle, an hourly bundle, and one of the local SIM cards in Afghanistan, and I faced with this internet issue. Internet wasn't working, so that's why my live was delayed today. Because I normally come live around 7:30, but it was delayed due to that internet issue today. Okay, I got 100, 110 score in DT. How can I get 125 plus? All right, so you want to get 125 plus in Duolingo English test, uh, which means that you need to work a little bit on your English. Okay, listen. If you want to improve your scores from 100 to 110, all the way to 125, then the first thing I'm going to recommend to you is, of course, take a full practice test and record that practice test. And once you're finished, you got your estimated range of score, watch that video and see which skills of English, which skills of your English needs to be improved, and like which are the stronger skills of your English and which are the weaker skills of your English. And once you recognize them, then it will be easier for you to work on them. For example, for speaking, the best way right now, which I see, is, of course, you gotta speak about various topics, and try to record yourself speaking on those topics. And then ChatGPT is here. uh, when it comes to like talking about a specific topic, what I recommend to you is that whenever you are taking a practice test and you get this strange topic that you don't have information about and you have to talk about that, take a screenshot from that topic, or just write the topic in ChatGPT and ask them to just what do we say, to give explanation or to describe that topic or talk about it. And the second thing is, yeah, when it comes to describing an image, uh, take that image and ask ChatGPT to give you tips on how to describe that image. And by the way, I've made videos like when you're describing an image, you first of all you have to describe the overall image. After that, you have to look for the specific details that you have to describe, and at the third point, you have to describe the surroundings. So, like you have to describe the overall picture, then the main thing or the main object in the picture, and then the surroundings. So this way, you can what you can do is that you can improve your speaking. For reading, of course, for reading, what you have to do is that you have to read various magazines, newspapers, like we have BBC, CNN, and all those, New York Times. But beside that, what I recommend is a series of books by the name of Select Reading. Select Reading. I recommend this series of books in every video of mine repeatedly, and the reason is obvious. They're super helpful. I have used them myself, and I know how useful they are. So that's why you have to buy or download the PDF of those books, Select Reading, and if you work on that, then I assure you that your reading will be improved. For listening, listen to podcasts, listen to videos in English, and your listening will be improved. And writing is the hardest part, and for that, I guess you gotta, of course, you gotta use ChatGPT and try to improve your vocabulary. So that is the best thing. And for vocabulary, what I recommend is, of course, you gotta learn new words. So there are like tons of video. There are like tens of videos on YouTube or hundreds of videos that you can watch to improve to learn advanced vocabulary. But if you want to go for a specific book, then there is a book by the name of 504 Absolutely Essential Words, which are all the advanced words. And I think that book, particularly that book, is the book which will help you to go from B2 level or B1 level to C1 level. So it will help you cross the barrier between the B1 or B2 level and the C1 level. 504 absolutely essential words. And by the way, of course, if you want to improve your scores drastically, and especially the production scores, then use idioms in your reading and writing and speaking. I've started this 100 idioms in 100 days challenge, which will help you because what do we say? I have uploaded 22 idioms in that one, and I'm uploading one idiom per day. So watch those idioms and try to use them in your speaking and writing. So yeah, those are the tips that will help you go from 100 to 125. By the way, if you have any question, ask me. Thank you so much, Umar. Yeah, what is your name? Devesh, Antala, or whatever. Yeah, if you have any question, feel free to ask. So those were the tips that will help you, go all the way from 100 to 125 plus. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. And by the way, I have made a post about the Gurli app, the Gurli website, which has this system. Like, although it's paid, but the first test is absolutely free. So go for that and take a full practice test in Gurli. That will help you. Okay. So that will help you understand your scores, because it gives you like the result at the end of the practice test is similar to the result of the actual test. So that helps you understand your production, literacy, comprehension, conversation scores. Okay, by what is the payment method? So you can purchase the Duolingo English test using Visa card or Mastercard or any other cards. So like all those cards or all those payment methods which are accepted to this um, are, you can see them on the official website. And if you don't know how to purchase the Duolingo English test, so I have made 2 videos about it. So check them out on my channel. Yeah, Gurley website. So that's a website which has full mock tests for Duolingo and also for IELTS. So the best thing about the website is that at the end of the practice test, it gives you an overall score and also sub scores for like production, literacy, comprehension, conversation. And the first test is absolutely free. So even if you don't want to go for the premium, that's all right, but go for the first one at least. I have the link of that website is in the community tab. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we do. Did you understand? Yeah. Oh, well, you are most welcome. Most welcome. I hope you will achieve 125 plus on Duolingo, and you will eventually um, get into your dream college or whatever you are taking Duolingo for. Yeah. Yeah, so I've given multiple tips. Like first tip was use ChatGPT. So ChatGPT can be used in speaking and writing questions. For example, if you are given a task in the practice of Duolingo to describe an image, you can take that image and ask ChatGPT to describe it for you, and you will learn how this picture is described. And the more you practice and the more you ask ChatGPT to describe various pictures, then this will help you to get an idea on how uh, pictures are described in English. And I'm not telling you to just memorize the answer which is given by ChatGPT, because you will get caught. So what I say is that you just have to get the idea. The second tip was, of course, for reading. There is a series of books which is called Select Reading. And the purpose of those books are they're designed this way, that there's a reading and then there are questions just like the Duolingo English test. So that will help you. Okay, I can achieve that one. I hope you achieve it. Break a leg, and of course, I'll be more than happy when you achieve it. Do let me know in the comments of my videos. So break a leg. Yeah. So coming back to the topic, select reading, and the third tip was for the listening. You have to just watch English content on YouTube, Spotify, whatever. Listen, of course, talk about various topics and record yourself in your speaking about various topics. So when you record yourself, so when you record yourself, listen again to all your videos that you have recorded, and then this will help you just what do we say? Yeah, so this will help you understand your pronunciation mistakes as well as grammatical mistakes, and you can correct yourself afterwards. And the last one was about what do we say? Yeah, so the last tip was about vocabulary. Watch videos on YouTube, and there's a book by the name of 544 Absolutely Essential Words, which will help you break the barrier between the B1 and the B1 B2 level and the C1 level. So it will help you go from the upper intermediate level to advanced. Okay. Okay, so you used to score 110 to 120 for more than 115 plus times in practice test in 150. Okay, so I can assure you that you will get 120 in your actual test, because for the first time when I gave the test, I used to score 120 to 130. Like usually I used to score 120, 130, and sometimes 125 to 135. And when I gave the test, ended up scoring 130. So I can assure you that you will definitely get 120 scores on your test. And do let me know in the comments of my videos, or just send me a DM on Instagram when you get your result, and the result is 120. So yeah, um, I hope you will. Yeah, I'm sure, like 99%, I'm sure that you will have achieved 120 on the actual test. Yeah, I think this is a high time, because Duolingo is going to be even more harder in the upcoming years, because the amount of universities which accept Duolingo are increasing month by month, year by year, and Duolingo will try to make it, one of the in the level of IELTS and TOEFL. So that's why this is high time to take the Duolingo English test. Okay, you got 110, 1.5, and 120 in two tests. What do you think of? Okay, so you have gotten US scores from the range 105 to 120. All right, so this is really hard to say as of now, but I guess you will either score 115 or 120. Yeah, looking at this one. Because Duolingo is, unpredictable ultimately, but like, okay, you're most welcome, Mithun. Yeah, so as I told you, you will get in the range between 115, 120, 110. I don't know. What is your what do we say, desired score that you want to achieve, or do you want to score? Yeah. By the way, where are you guys from? From your names, what I can say is that you guys seem to be from India. Okay, so you want to score 110. Then I can tell you that you will definitely achieve 110 on your real test. Looking at your practice test scores. बंद देखो. Okay, so you are Walid Ahmad from Abbottabad, KPK, Pakistan. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm trying. I will apply for the Pakistan visa uh, real soon, because I want to come to Pakistan for the Champions Trophy. Afghanistan is going to play um, in Pakistan in the Champions Trophy, and I'll try my best to get my visa and watch all the Afghanistan matches live in Karachi, Lahore. And Abbottabad is one of the beautiful places, because one of my cousins have studied in the, what is the university name? Okay, I've forgotten the university name, but he has studied there in Abbottabad, and he's telling us stories that, uh, yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, Kamsats, yeah, Kamsats University. He has studied social science, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I think the weather in Ahmedabad in these months is like extremely cold. Right, man, I enjoy talking to you guys. But I have been super inconsistent in my channel in the last few months, and that is due to my, busyness, I would say, and personal works. So I'll try my ultimate best to be back. You know, and to be back to making videos every every single day. Not even, oh, 4 degrees. So then it means that Kabul is also like, really cold. The weather in Kabul is like sometimes -2, 3 degrees nowadays. Okay, so it's been 12 months, 12 minutes since we are live. their question comes so fast, like there are two: active listening and active reading section with three photos section continuously. No, like the time which is allocated for the questions in the real test, then I would say is the same as the practice test. But yeah, of course, you have two interactive listening parts and two interactive reading parts in the real test. Thank you so much, Walid, for joining live. Thank you so much. So the time allocated for each question in the real test is exactly the same in the as the the practice test, but of course you get the real test is a little bit longer than the practice test, because I've made a video about it, or I guess two videos about the comparison between the practice test and the real test. So if you have any doubts, go and watch those videos. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Goodbye. Bye bye. Okay, and they asked me about what was my subject in high school, and I choose science, and I find many questions related to science and complete the sentence in active reading. Well, I don't know. I really didn't pay attention to this part in Duolingo English test, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean, no comments on this one, because Uh, yeah, they do ask you that if you want to go abroad and study in university, then which field are you going to pursue your studies? But I really don't remember that what kind of questions were in the fill in the blanks or in read and complete part. I don't know. I have just tomorrow. What advice can you give me? Okay, you have just tomorrow. All right. Okay. Okay. Relax. Relax, and the second advice, of course, try to learn some idioms. Yeah, try to learn some idioms. Relax, and yeah, one more advice will be ask ChatGPT to describe all the images which are in the Duolingo English test practice tests. You know, so there are like some pictures which comes in the practice test in Facebook or Google or whatever. The way how ChatGPT describe those images, and don't try to memorize the answer, but just go and learn the way. Okay, so like it is not what do we say definite for. Okay, so we don't really know about the questions, that what kind of question will be asked from us in the Duolingo English test. But of course, there are like questions in multiple what do we say multiple fields or various fields. So the best thing about Duolingo is that even if you don't know about the if you don't even if you don't have information about the question, just try to speak or write about it for the allocated time or the time given to you. Yeah, yeah. So your exam is just tomorrow. Uh, so you have two options. First, relax. Just go to sleep early tonight. Relax yourself and take the test tomorrow. Just idioms today, which you can use in your reading and writing and speaking. And as I've told you about ChatGPT as well, those describe images. But if you have prepared yourself well enough, if you have prepared yourself well enough, then I will recommend you rest. Go sleep well, eat well, and don't really take pressure of the exam, because many people who underperform in the exams or the real test of Duolingo is just because of their pressure, the pressure they have during the test. That's why they cannot give their best. So, did you understand my? Okay, did you understand? Did you get my point, Nathan? And yeah, Umar Idris, do let me know in the comments or in my Instagram DMs. When you get your result, then share your result with me. And what is your target score that you want to achieve, and what is your practice test scores? I think we have talked in the previous live stream as well, but I don't really remember anything from that. So what is your target score, and what is your practice test score, like the average practice test score that you get. Inshallah. Yeah, do share with me, and I hope you will get your target score. You will obtain what you want. Okay, so you got 110, 120 on your practice test. So most probably you will get. Okay, so there are like three probabilities here. Uh, you can get 115, 120, even 125. And if you if you don't really give your ultimate best, then you will score 110, because it is like most people which have a certain range in their practice score, like 110, 120, they end up scoring 120, 115. I have seen like very a few cases where they have scored 110, but most probably you will score 115, either 115 or 120. Yeah. Okay. I hope you will get 120 plus in the real test. Don't worry about it. Relax yourself in. Yeah, if you don't take pressure, then you will score 120 plus in the real test. So good, break a leg. And by the way, guys, if you don't know about my challenge, which I have started on YouTube, is that I'm posting 100 idioms in 100 days, and I have posted 22 idioms already. I have made a playlist about it from it as well. You can check out those videos on my channel, and I upload them in short form. Like all of those videos are under 1 minute. So I need your support. Come on. It will help you learn English idioms, which you can use in your speaking, writing, Duolingo English test. And yeah, so join me in that. I think that Duolingo in coming years will be much popular like as it, and for more people using Duolingo. Yeah, I've actually talked about this at the start of the live stream, that I talked about it, that back in 2023 Duolingo was accepted now like 4,000 universities, and now it is accepted by more than 5,500 universities. And if you see there, we can say accurate. And this is the reason, because they're aiming for those 10,000 number. So they want 10,000 universities to accept Duolingo worldwide. And that's why, what do we say? They're now trying to reach the level of IELTS and TOEFL, and they will ultimately reach that level. I'm 100% confident in that one, because Duolingo is more convenient, cheaper, and with the new update where you have to, set up a secondary camera, it is now more reliable as well. That the chances of getting assistance from others is like nearly zero now. So of course, it will ultimately reach the level of IELTS and TOEFL. What? Just keep one daily? Yeah. I will keep uploading one idiom per day. So do check those videos out. Okay. These are the homemade bangles. Bismillah. Tirtalali. Yeah. These are homemade bangles. Mm. Uh, if your internet is slow, then go to an internet cafe, because we have the similar the similar issue in Afghanistan. And when I was giving the Duolingo English test, I went to a nearby cafe and I gave them money for the internet speed, because their internet speed was about 5-6 MB per second. So yeah, just go to an internet cafe, or try to find a place where internet is stable, because if your internet is not stable, your test will get cancelled. So your money will be wasted. you won't take the test and you won't get the result. Yeah, they're really tasty. And by the way, we have applied some honey on top of it, which makes it even more delicious. Yeah, if you guys want it, I do have guys want it, and I'm gonna send you. All right, to ask. You are most welcome, Umar Idris. Most welcome, brother.